Hi everyone, in this video we'll solve CPC exam practice questions related to ICD. Watch the video till the end. This is going to be very helpful for the CPC exam. First question. Who are the parties responsible for providing the ICD-10-CM guidelines? Option A, WHO and CMS. Option B, AAPC and AMA. Option C, AMA and CMS. Option D, NCHS and CMS. The right answer is option D, NCHS and CMS. NCHS full form is National Center for Health Statistics and CMS refers to Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Next question. Read the question. What ICD code is reported for enlargement of the prostate with the symptom of urinary retention? Let us check the first codes from each option. Check the code N40.1. N40.1 is for benign prostatic hyperplasia with lower urinary tract symptoms. In the question, they have mentioned enlargement of the prostate with the symptom of urinary retention. So, it is matching with the code N40.1, that is for benign prostatic hyperplasia with lower urinary tract symptoms. Enlargement of prostate is often called benign prostatic hyperplasia. So, it is matching with the scenario. So, N40.1 is the right code. We'll keep this option for now. In option B also, they have mentioned N40.1. Check option C, N40.0. That is for benign prostatic hyperplasia without lower urinary tract symptom. But according to the question, the patient has symptom of urinary retention. So we cannot code N40.0, which is for without lower urinary tract symptoms. So eliminate option C. Option D, N40.3 is for nodular prostate with lower urinary tract symptoms. That is not matching with the question. So eliminate option D. We are left with option A and option B. In option A, they have mentioned R33.8, which is for urinary retention. You can check below the code N40.1. They have mentioned use additional code for associated symptoms. In that, urinary retention R33.8 is mentioned. And in the question, the patient has symptom of urinary retention. So, we have to code R33.8 with N40.1. So, option A is the right answer. We'll eliminate option B. Next question. Read the question. A patient sees the nephrologist for a B12 injection to treat erythropoietin-resistant anemia due to stage 3 chronic kidney disease. What ICD codes are reported? Check option A, D63.1 and N18.30. D63.1 is for anemia in chronic kidney disease and N18.30 is for chronic kidney disease stage 3 unspecified. According to the scenario, the diagnosis is erythropoietin resistant anemia due to stage 3 chronic kidney disease. So D63.1 is for anemia in chronic kidney disease. Below that they have mentioned erythropoietin resistant anemia. So it is matching with the scenario. And they have mentioned code first underlying chronic kidney disease. That is the code from range N18. N18.30 is for chronic kidney disease stage 3 unspecified. So according to the guideline, we have to code first chronic kidney disease. But in option A, they have coded anemia in chronic kidney disease first. So we'll eliminate option A because the sequencing is wrong. In option B, the sequencing is correct. That is N18.30 is the first code, D63.1 is the second code. So option B is the right answer. Also check the code in option C, D63.8, which is for anemia in other chronic diseases classified elsewhere. So that is not matching with the scenario. They have mentioned anemia in chronic kidney disease, that is erythropoietin resistant anemia. So eliminate option C. N18.9 is also wrong because that is for chronic kidney disease unspecified. So option C is wrong. Option D also same codes are mentioned, N18.9, D63.8. So eliminate option D. Option B is the right answer. Next question. A patient has an open displaced fracture of the second cervical vertebra. This is her 5th visit and the fracture is healing normally. What ICD code is reported? Check option A, S12.9XXD. S12.9 is for fracture of neck unspecified. But remember that unspecified codes are assigned when the documentation does not provide enough information to assign a more specific code. In the scenario, they have mentioned open displaced fracture of the second cervical vertebra. So we are not coding fracture of neck unspecified. So eliminate option A. Coming to option B, S12.190A. S12.190 is for other displaced fracture of second cervical vertebra. In the scenario, there is open displaced fracture of the second cervical vertebra. So that is matching. In option C also they have mentioned S12.190, but the 7th character is D. In option B, the 7th character is A. So which is the appropriate 7th character? 7th character A is for initial encounter for closed fracture and D is for subsequent encounter for fracture with routine healing. So option C will be the right answer, that is S12.190D. D is for subsequent encounter for fracture with routine healing. You can check in the scenario, this is her 5th visit and the fracture is healing normally. So we are coding 7th character D. So option C is the right answer. Eliminate option B because this is not initial encounter for closed fracture. We'll eliminate option D, S12.9XXS, because that is for fracture of neck unspecified sequela. So that is wrong. We'll eliminate option D. Next question. I share important guidelines and practice questions which will be very helpful for your CPC exam. So don't forget to show your support to my channel by liking, sharing and subscribing to CodeMate Mastery. Read the question. A patient has been diagnosed with CAD office bypass graft with angina. The patient had a CABG 1 year ago. What diagnosis codes are reported? Check option A, I-25.10. I-25.10 is for atherosclerotic heart disease of native coronary artery without angina pectoris. But in the question they have mentioned CAD office bypass graft with angina. So we cannot code I-25.10 which is for atherosclerotic heart disease of native coronary artery without angina pectoris. So directly eliminate option A. Check option B, I-25.709. I-25.709 is for atherosclerosis of coronary artery bypass graft unspecified with unspecified angina pectoris. In the scenario they have mentioned CAD office bypass graft with angina. So CAD is coronary artery disease which is caused by atherosclerosis. So it is matching with the code I-25.709. So this is the right code. We'll keep this option for now. Check option C, I-77.9. I-77.9 is for disorder of arteries and arterioles unspecified. But in the scenario they have mentioned CAD office bypass graft with angina. So I-77.9 disorder of arteries and arterioles unspecified is wrong. So eliminate option C. Option D, I-67.9 is for cerebrovascular disease unspecified. So that is also wrong. Eliminate option D. We are left with option B which is the right answer. Along with I-25.709 they have mentioned Z95.1 which is for presence of aortocoronary bypass graft. We have to code that if there is presence of cardiac and vascular implants and grafts. So here the patient had a CABG 1 year ago and is having CAD office bypass graft. So there is a graft present. So we have to code Z95.1. Option B is the right answer. Next question. What diagnosis codes should be reported for primary osteoarthritis in both knees? In option A, they have mentioned the code M17.11. In option B and C, there is M17.0. In option D, they have mentioned M17.4. So first, let us check these three codes, M17.11, M17.0 and M17.4. M17.11 is for unilateral primary osteoarthritis, right knee. M17.0 is for bilateral primary osteoarthritis of knee. And M17.4 is for other bilateral secondary osteoarthritis of knee. In the question, they have mentioned primary osteoarthritis in both knees. So the appropriate code will be M17.0, that is bilateral primary osteoarthritis of knee. In option A, they have mentioned M17.11 and M17.12. That is unilateral primary osteoarthritis right knee and unilateral primary osteoarthritis left knee. But we have a code M17.0 which is for bilateral primary osteoarthritis of knee. So that is the right code. Eliminate option A. M17.4 is for other bilateral secondary osteoarthritis of knee. But in the scenario, there is primary osteoarthritis. So eliminate option D. In option B, they have mentioned M17.0 two times. We are not supposed to code it two times because M17.0 is for bilateral primary osteoarthritis of knee. So it covers both the knees, right and left. So we'll eliminate option B. Option C is the right answer. Next question. Read the question. What ICD codes are reported on the maternal record for delivery of triplets that are all live born at 32 weeks of pregnancy? O30.103 is for triplet pregnancy, unspecified number of placenta and unspecified number of amniotic sacs, third trimester. In the question, they have mentioned 32 weeks of pregnancy. So 32 weeks come under third trimester. So O30.103 is the right code. The second code in option A is Z37.51. Z37.51 is for triplets all live born. You can see they have mentioned delivery of triplets that are all live born. So Z37.51 is the right code, which is for outcome of delivery. Next, they have mentioned Z3A.32. Z3A.32 is for 32 weeks gestation of pregnancy. In the scenario, they have mentioned 32 weeks. So we are coding weeks of gestation Z3A.32 for 32 weeks of gestation. So option A is the right answer. We'll check other options also. In option B, the first code is Z37.9. Z37.9 is for outcome of delivery unspecified. But in the question, they have mentioned triplets are all live born. So we cannot code outcome of delivery unspecified. So eliminate option B. Coming to option C, Z37.61, that is for triplets, some live born. That is wrong because according to the scenario, the triplets are all live born. So eliminate option C. If one code is wrong, the entire option will be wrong. And in option C, the O code, they have mentioned as the second code. But remember, always we have to code O codes first. They have sequencing priority over codes from all other chapters. By that also we can eliminate option C. In option D, the first code is O30.109. That is for triplet pregnancy, unspecified number of placenta and unspecified number of amniotic sac, unspecified trimester. But in the question they have mentioned the trimester, that is 32 weeks, which comes under third trimester. So we cannot code for unspecified trimester. So eliminate option D. The right answer is option A.